Alright, so I'm going to run through how to build a squeeze page webinar funnel, and this is kind of a hybrid of just a normal squeeze page and throwing in some video on it. So I'm going to go to build a funnel, and you are given the option here to choose what type of funnel that you want. So I'm going to choose to collect emails because that's all I want to do. I just want to get emails of people interested so I can start building a list. You obviously have a choice of what you can do here. You can either go this route or you can browse the funnel marketplace and see all the different types of funnels that they have. You can look at all the pre-made funnel recipes that they have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that, and I am going to look at my type of funnel. I just want to generate leads. So the one I'm going to choose is a squeeze page funnel. So use curiosity to generate leads with this simple 2-page funnel. So I'm going to select that funnel. And then there's a video here that talks about that specific funnel. I mentioned in the blog post that you could get the Funnel Hackers Cookbook, and that's where all these videos come from. It's a digital book that is free. So I'm going to just select a specific template here, a free one. There's a bunch of ones that you can get paid that are better designed. If you are a designer or no CSS, no HTML, you can do a lot with ClickFunnels beyond what the normal template is, but I'm just going to go through this quickly. So this is going to apply this template to the new funnel that you've created, and once this funnel is created, you'll see here this is your funnel basically. So you have the funnel steps here on the left, you have your squeeze page, opt-in, and you have your thank you page. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the squeeze page and I'm going to edit it. So there are a lot of different options that you have here, and I'm going to go through and try to speed this up a little bit, but what I want to show you are two basic things, and that is the ability to create new rows. So I can create a 2-column row. I can drag and drop things into those new rows. So I'm just going to drag and drop the email address item as well as the button where people will actually submit their email. I'm going to delete this row. I'm also going to delete this row because I really don't need any much information here outside of what I want to show, which is just basically a teaser video and the email thing. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the logo. So I've got some existing images out here. So I'm going to get the GG Circuit logo, add that image, so that changes that. I can always see my properties here, so if I want to change the size, I can do that. I'm going to just do a quick check out GG Rock. PXE server technology for esports centers. And obviously, if I was doing this for real, I would want to get a more enticing hook or headline here in this page. One other thing that's not immediately available or immediately obvious is in the settings you can change your background. So I want to do something more related to GG Rock, so I'll use this image. Whoops, looks like that was my actual page background, but maybe this section also has a background. Yeah, looks like it. So I'll do that as well. And for the settings background, I will just delete that for now. So with each section, you've got this little gear, and you can also duplicate the sections. So I just want to make this a little more highlighted. So I'm going to say text color is, let's make it orange. And if it's in bold, as you see there, I might also choose a kind of a background to, let's just do this whole section where I can do the background color, and I'll make it, actually I think I'm going to have to do that in each row. So I'll make the row background color dark, but I'll put in some alpha color, and I'll also do the same thing with this row. So close enough. I can also adjust the sides. There's all kinds of things that you can do in regards to, if you know CSS or HTML. There's all kinds of CSS options in here. So I'll make this the exact same color. Try to get it as close as possible. Whoops. Okay. So the other thing I want to do is, this is really pixelated. Now I'm going to go to my section background, and I'm going to make this fill. Just do no repeat. Oh, that's a real small image. No wonder it's so pixelated. So I'm going to go back to this settings in the section and actually pick a larger one that's a little bit blurred. Alright, so I'm going to do fill 100% width. Alright, so that's a little bit better. Alright, so another thing that you can do here is you can adjust just about everything, but I like messing with the margins and the padding, etc. So if I want to make that padding less, I can do so. If I want to do a specific element, take down its margin so that it lines up with the video. If I want to make this a little bit more spaced, I can do so. Let's see, I want to do this on the row. So I apologize for jumping around quite a bit here, but just trying to give you guys an idea of how things work. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new element. I'm going to add in just that teaser video that I talked about. So I've got the link here of the highlight video that's on YouTube. And I'm going to go into my settings. I'm going to choose this as a YouTube and add in my YouTube URL. Now, one strange thing about ClickFunnels is it's got two YouTube URLs. I don't know what the difference is, but regardless, I'm just going to call this the GG Rock introduction. I'm going to make sure that it auto plays, which it will not play the audio, but it will start to auto play when you just have to unmute it. Yeah, and probably the other thing I'm going to do is just adjust the width so that the video is a little bit bigger. Don't need that big of a email address field. And then I'm going to edit this button just to say learn more. and if I go to set action, it's going to submit an order form, and it'll go to the next step in the funnel. Okay, so last thing I'm going to do is change the color of the button. So I'll make this purple color because that is GG Circuit in a nutshell. We're purple everything. Good enough. And maybe I'll put a border on it. So as you can see, you know, this area over here is really your, it's your big, you know, just way to adjust and customize everything that you want. All right, let me make sure that I've got everything that I want in here, and perhaps in this, let's push this down so I can make this footer stick to the bottom of the page on load, just so that it looks like we've got a full page here. And at any time you can come up here and preview the page as well, but first you got to save it. So make sure you save any of your changes, and preview this page. And so as you can see, the video's there. It starts to autoplay that video. You can unmute it whenever you want to, and all you have to do is enter in an email address and then click Learn More. So we did the first page in approximately a few minutes. And up here you'll see there's some information that came from the template. I'll want to change that a little bit later, but some of the other things I'm going to do here real quick is just because I'm obsessive compulsive about different stuff, so I'm going to push this down. So I'm going to actually don't want to do that. I'll leave that at 20. I want to do the top margin and push this down to the bottom. And maybe also push the bottom down. There we go. Actually, make that 150. So even though you go to the max of your scroller there, you can still push it longer. Let's go back here and make this. There we go. Save your changes. Okay. Now obviously if I wanted to do more than this, I could add in a new row. I could add in a new element with a paragraph if I wanted to, and make my text color white. And I could just talk about GG Rock, yada yada yada. But as you know, for SEO purposes, etc., it's always good to have as much text as possible for people to be able to find it when they're searching for stuff. Yeah, so that's the initial squeeze page. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to save my changes. I'm going to go back to the funnel, and I'm going to look at the thank you page. So again, it's going to take the design from that template, so I need to go in here and edit it. And so what I'm going to do with the thank you page is basically just say thank you for learning more about GG Rock. Below is the deep dive technical discussion. So I'm going to edit this page, make all the necessary changes that I want. So this is really not necessary. Again, this is built into the template. What I'm going to do is just add in the webinar as is, change a few things here, like my logo and my design. So let's see, here's my logo. Change the size. there's some case stuff on this. Let's go. Yeah, it's capitalizing every word. Let's just make this normal. Close a full technical deep dive. GG Rock. Join that. And change that to the orange color I used before. Change my section background, much like I did on the other page. And I don't really need this line. And then the last thing I want to do is actually add in the other YouTube video. So I've got that linked here. Add that in, GG Rock Technical Deep Dive. All right. I think that's just about it. I'll make this also sticky on the bottom. Save my changes. I think I forgot to autoplay this. On save, preview. All right. So my anal retentiveness, I've got some space in there that I want to push down, but that's it. So I've made 2 pages in my funnel, and I need to do a few things left. One is to change the information up here on the tab. 2 is to apply my domain, and that's a whole other conversation of how you create domains in ClickFunnels. And then change my favicon from this crown to something specific to me. And then we need to create the follow-up email that happens once somebody submits their email. So let's go back here. Let's save everything, and we'll go into each page here. So on the squeeze page, we will go to, well, first let's go to settings of this entire funnel, see what we've got there. So let's make this the GG Rock PXE Technology webinar. And we'll change this path to GG Rock webinar. Favicon. Okay, so this will, I've got a few little things I need to do here. So I'm going to open this link in a new tab. I'm going to go to my digital assets, and if I click on, I've got a favicon here. I'm going to just copy that, put it into my settings, and I'm going to go down and save and update settings. Then I'm going to go into each page and change the settings in each page. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to make this the GG Rock highlight video. Change the path to GG Rock. Update the page. Go to the thank you page. I'm going to go to the settings, and I'm going to say GG Rock thank you page. GG Rock thank you. So why this is important to go through each of these and do setting updates is just so that it's the links and the paths are customized to what you're actually doing. If you don't care what the URL says, you can just let ClickFunnels enter it in and everything will be good to go. But I like to make sure that people are like, why am I on this, and the URL says something completely different. So I have a few domains here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this domain. So let's go back to my funnel steps, and okay, so here's my domain. Now this is the the settings in the entire funnel. So I'm going to make this esportscenterconsulting.com, which is one of my domains, and save and update settings. So now when I look at my URL here, I should be able to see this. So yeah, looks good to me. In this step, Esports Center Consulting thank you page. All right. So let's look at it one more time in the preview. So my Favicon's there. I don't have this information changed yet. GG Rock is there. Esports Center Consulting is there. So I've got something missing. There is also SEO metadata. That's where you change it. GG Rock. Make this GG Rock webinar. And you can add a lot of other stuff SEO wise. I'll just make those changes for now on that page. And I'll also go back and change it in this page. So GG Rock, thank you. Okay. So that's good enough for now. What I want to do next is I want to create a follow-up email. So this will be on the highlight video page. Once they submit it, I'll go to automation and I will create an email that gets sent out once once they submit their email, excuse me. Thanks for learning about GG Rock. Links inside. The SMTP configuration is a whole other video. There are some good stuff on the ClickFunnels help that helps you set up, but basically what I'm doing is I'm sending emails through a service called SendGrid, which is how I set up the email with info at Esports Center Consulting. I set up a G Suite account, and then I set up SendGrid to automatically send my emails so that it gets into my inbox. All I want to do here is say thanks for learning about GG Rock. The videos and information sheet are below. So I'm going to add in the GG Rock highlight video, GG Rock technical deep dive, and the GG Rock one sheet. So I have all those links down here, and I can just make them into actual links. So here's the highlight video, insert link. I want to open it in a new tab. Here is the deep dive. So link that, insert link, open a new tab, and then finally the PDF one sheet. Insert link. There we go. So whenever someone sends me their email, they will get this information and all the links that they are accessing. So if they don't watch the whole video, they'll have it in their email. Okay, that should do it. So let's do a quick test, and hopefully I've got everything set up that I needed. So let's go to, let's visit the funnel. And I'll put my Mac email in there as something a little bit different. So here's the video we can watch. It's about 9 minutes. And I'm going to click Learn More. And then here's the technical deep dive of the funnel. And it's about a 45-minute video to get the full effect of everything that's going on with GGRock. Then I can take a look at my email. And here's the email that I set up from GGRock from inside ClickFunnels. Click on that. And here's everything that I linked and promised. And I go into the GGRock funnel. I can now look at my contacts, and you see that my email is there. So this is basically starting my email list for the GGRock funnel. So at least I've grabbed an email address, which is the whole point of the funnel. So that's a quick look at creating a funnel in half an hour. And just the point is, ClickFunnels makes it really easy to create a funnel, design it, customize it, grab contacts, and show your videos. So I hope you enjoyed it.